According to the United Auto Workers Union president, in the last 4 years, car prices have gone up 30% and CEO salaries have gone up 40%, while auto workers' wages have only risen by about 6%. Thousands of United Auto Workers Union members are threatening to strike if an acceptable deal can't be reached by 11:59 p.m. Thursday. As the deadline to strike against the big three car makers in Detroit nears, United Auto Workers has lowered its pay raise demands to the mid 30% range over the next 4 years, Automotive News reported on Monday. The new number could be as low as 36%, the publication reported, citing one source familiar with the negotiations. Originally, the union had demanded a total pay increase of 46% over the 4-year contract. The union is also asking for a 32-hour work week with 40 hours of pay, the tier wage system removed, and restoration of traditional pensions for new hires, among other demands, Fox 2 reported. The automakers have all presented proposals in the union, and the UAW has scrapped all of them. The union voted August 25th to go on strike if new deals with Ford Motor, General Motors, and Stellantis are not reached by the time the contracts expire at 11:59 p.m. on Thursday. Sean Fain, United Auto Workers president, denied the broad economy will be hurt if his union goes on strike this week, saying the only ones that will be hurt are the billionaire class, CNN reported. A report from the Anderson Economic Group found that the potential strike from the union could cost the U.S. economy more than $5.6 billion after just 10 days. Fain reiterated that the union's 145,000 members at those automakers are ready for the strike. In the last 4 years, the price of cars went up 30%, CEO pay went up 40%. No one had any complaints about that, but God forbid the workers ask for their fair share, he said. The big three have previously come back with lower counteroffers. Ford proposed a 9% wage increase, Stellantis suggested 14.5%, and GM went with a 16% bump. Stellantis said Monday it would send the union a second offer that morning. Tobin Williams, senior vice president of North America Human Resources at Stellantis, wrote in a letter to his colleagues, "We are on a good path and remain committed to reaching a tentative agreement without a work stoppage that would negatively impact our employees and our customers." According to Fox 2, the president and CEO of the Center for Automotive Research, Alan Amici, said that while talks continue, much of the debate is about how the big three will move further into the world of electric vehicles. The engineering teams are shifting from engine and transmission development into batteries, he said. It's a big shift for those companies.
This fight feels different.
It's different.
Why is that?
Because there's more at stake. We don't want to strike, but you're leaving us no choice if you don't give us a fair contract.
We are the union!
It's what's on the minds of nearly 150,000 United Auto Workers who are days away from a potential strike.
What do we want? Contract! When do we want it? Now!
As they work through negotiations, they say the world got more expensive, but their wages got left behind.
People used to aspire to be part of the, automotive workforce. I can't remember the last time I went to the grocery store and was able to fill my cupboard and my refrigerator.
Renee Dixon says even with 12-hour shifts, she sometimes has to work a second job just to keep up.
I don't think I should have to do that. If the pay rate and, everything stays the same, there's no path. I'm just gonna fall further and further back.
It's why the union is pushing in part for at least a 40% raise over 4 years, cost of living adjustments, a return of traditional pension plans and retiree health care, and more. But the union and big three automakers, Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis, are very far apart on it all.
It's still slow, but we're moving. We have a long way to go.
Meanwhile, the countdown has gone from weeks to days. One analysis says a 10-day strike on all three automakers, for example, would cost the U.S. economy more than $5 billion. But union leadership sees this fight as bigger than all of that, especially as GM saw record profit last year and Ford saw near record profit.
The talking heads, the pundits, the companies want to say that, if we strike, it can wreck the economy. It's not that we're going to wreck the economy. We're going to wreck their economy, the economy that only works for the billionaire class. It doesn't work for the working class.
I was able to raise a family in the auto industry, and it was a different industry than it is today.
Randy Sandusky retired in 2005 after working in the auto industry for decades. Part of what's been lost in recent years is retiree health care for those hired since '07. Their benefits, he knows, can be crucial.
I know some that are crippled, they can't hardly walk and stuff. I used to build handicap ramps for them to get in and out of their houses. And they're all retired from General Motors and they don't get a lot. You know, it's just sad.
It's part of why workers now hope to make more than just incremental progress.
I'm raising my family. I'm doing it. I'm not crying, but I'm not able to do what I should be able to do. Whatever's going to happen, I know that our membership is not going to back down.
It's time for the average worker to be appreciated. Because if you're more happy, you're willing to do anything to make the job work. And when you feel appreciated, that's priceless.